What's Japan like, bro?
Bro, it's like the future, man.
As a black guy, by the way.
Oh, as a black guy. Man, they love out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was only China.
No, China. I ain't never been to China, but black folks in Japan, man, we get it, man. We have fun out there, man. The younger generation, they love us. Even the older people, like if you show them respect, man, they love you. I'm gonna tell you what I love about Japan.
Yeah.
Is if they don't like you, it's not because you black. It's because you gaijin.
That's like that's their term that they use for someone
Foreigners, right?
Foreigner, right?
Foreigner.
Yeah,
Foreigner.
Yeah, because you're foreign. It's not because if they don't like you. It's not because you black. It's just because you ain't Japanese, and I can respect that.
It's funny because the culture and people there, they're like workhorses, bro. They're robots. They don't stop. They always go.
You know, it's interesting. Of all the people that I've talked to, not one person has ever said anything negative about Japan. Whether it's John, Ryan Dawson, Psych Hacks, everyone that's went to Japan loves it. It's no crime, etc. Like, they're like when there's like loose change or whatever, the people just put in this thing. There's this like one pile somewhere in Tokyo where there's a bunch of change there and no one's stealing it because it's like, I found this change, it's not mine, I'm gonna put it here, and it's just like a big ass lost and found.
Yeah.
Actually, what was it like meeting the Yakuza?
Oh man, it was crazy. Like the first time I met them, I didn't understand. what was going on. It was right after I don't know if you guys seen that fight when I powerbombed that dude.
Boom! You exploded in popularity.
Yeah. I got popular as fuck, right?
Yeah.
And then one guy, I met him in America. He lived close by me somewhere, and he just knew who I was, a Japanese guy, and he spoke like really bad English, so I knew he was just fresh over there.
Yeah.
And he was in Japan at the time, and he saw me. He was like, "Hey, my boss want to meet you." I'm like, "What? Your boss?" He said, "Yeah. I thought you live in America. What the fuck? You got a boss out here for?" So we go there to this. It's kind of like a strip club type of thing, but then. It was a hostess bar. They have hostess bar where the women sit next to you, pour your drink, and you can talk to the women.
Oh.
And we went to the VIP. He said, "This is super VIP." You look at the bar, like where they serve drinks, and it's like a seamless door. And we go behind that. He said, "Oh, this is super VIP." So I get back there, and mind you, I can say this because I was married to a Japanese woman.
Oh, you were?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was married to a Japanese woman. I got 2 little Japanese niggas. What?
Yeah, that's a first. He said I got 2 Japanese.
Yeah. And so I can say this. So I can say this. I love my kids. I love my ex-wife still because she gave me 2 beautiful kids. Japanese people are like robots. Like the Japanese people are like robots.
Telling you.
Yeah, but when I went into this room, these guys were watching Jackass, and they were smoking weed, and their English was better than mine. They were like some niggas. I was like, "Who the hell are y'all?" And they asked me, they were like, "How old are you?" And they outsmarted me because I was caught off guard. And I was like, "I'm 26." Cause I had just turned 26 when on that day when I did that power. That was my birthday, my 26th birthday. This was right after. I said, "I'm 26." I said, "You ain't no damn 26. You got to be at least 45." I'm like, "These Japanese dudes talking like this." So I showed him my ID. They said, "Let me see your ID." And he wanted to see my address.
Oh.
And he saw my ID. I wasn't thinking. I gave it to him. Anyway, the dude boss walk in. He's the biggest Japanese dude I ever seen in my life.
How tall?
Man, he had to be like 6'4", 6'6", all ripped, all jacked.
Yeah.
I'd never seen a Japanese dude like that before in my life.
That's
And-
crazy.
And he walked in the room, and we went to his room and sat down at his desk, and the guy was translating for him because he acted like he didn't speak no English, but I can understand. Sometimes when the guy was translating, he had already understood what I was saying, so I figured that they were just messing with me. Anyway, I met the boss, and he was cool. He wanted to give me $1 million just to start a clothing line. And at the time, the Japanese woman she was my girlfriend at the time. She wasn't my wife then. And they had smoked some weed with me because I smoke weed a little bit every now and then. Blue Moon, I smoke weed.
Yeah.
Not now, but back then. So I was kind of zooted a little bit. So now I'm paranoid. I hadn't smoked weed in like a couple years at this time. So I'm zooted. And he asked me about my brother. He said, "Yeah, I know your brother here in Japan." I'm like, "How the hell you know my brother here in Japan?" This is my brother first time coming to Japan. And he was like, "I know everything." I was like,
What the fuck?
I was like, well, and the whole time my ex-wife, my time girlfriend was in my ear, she was saying, "We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be here."
Oh.
So she said, "This is super VIP." She said, "We're not allowed to be here. We're not." And I said, "Man, shut up." She was making me nervous and stuff. And then I turned down $1 million deal, man, to do the clothing line. Now I kind of wish Sometimes I
you
wish,
regret?
yeah, because I never really had a clothing line in Japan. I kind of wish I wouldn't have turned it down. Who knows what would have been happening? I could have turned that $1 million deal to like fucking $20 million deal. He could have blew me up.
Yeah.
What if that was like initiation? And you had to become a member.
Yakuza,
Yeah.
the black Yakuza.
That's dope, though.
They were all tatted up or no?
I didn't see no tats on him.
No, you didn't see.
But the other guys, you see, they all had the samurai on their stomach, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I think. Y'all remember the movie The Last Samurai?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I low key think. I asked my ex-wife about this because my ex-wife, she's a descendant of samurai. And I asked her, remember they were trying to do away with the samurais and stuff? So I asked her, I was like, hey, are the Yakuza, are they the old samurais? And she was like, I don't know. I don't think they can tell. I don't think they're supposed to tell. It's a code. I low key think that the Yakuza, they started when the samurai, when they got rid of the samurai. That's when the Yakuza started.
Then started coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're the same people. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I don't think they disappeared. They just turned to a Yakuza. That's what I think. Because they all got a samurai tattooed on them.
Yeah, and it's that's kind of one of the distinguishing things is because in Asian culture in general, like getting tattoos is like kind of frowned upon. So like the only people they say that get them typically are like criminals and degenerates, and then the Yakuza, especially with Japan, they a lot of times identify themselves with the tattoos.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know what that's about. But one of my friends out there, I thought they was cool. The Yakuza, they was cool. They always doing good
But
stuff.
they never said they were Yakuza to you, right? They just were like, we're super VIP.
No, they never said that. But when I left, as soon as I left that club, I'm talking about I didn't even take 5 steps away, and my friend Ken Baby called me. Ken Baby is a Japanese guy that speaks perfect English. He taught me how to rap because they were turning me into a rapper in Japan.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I got some songs. They suck though, but I got them.
Can you do like a rehearsal?
Hell no.
And it's in Japanese?
No. It's in English,
okay.
but it was produced by a Japanese guy. The guy's a genius.
Okay.
The beat's dope.
Okay.
But it got so bad, he said, just do some trance. I just rapped over trance.
Okay.
House music, just say a few words.
Yeah.
But, they were trying, like in Japan, they own, like, they did, like, music, fighting, and movies. So they were trying to turn me into, like, a big superstar over there.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah, but anyway, as soon as I left, my friend Ken Baby, he called me. He said, hey, I heard you had a meeting with the big boss. I guess he was like the biggest Yakuza boss in, I guess he was the top one.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck I just left his meeting. Like, how do you know? And he said, I know everybody here in Japan. So one of those guys that was watching Jackass probably told him or something.
Gotcha.
I don't know. And they freaked me out. And I was like, yeah, I probably made the right decision not teaming up with the Yakuza.
Yeah.
Damn. That's legendary.
Yeah, because then you'd have some eyeballs over here on you.
Yeah, never know.